So, as you guys know, I'm talking to a girl, and like it was like on and off, you know how without talking, and but it's going really well, and you know this is the sentence. Whenever a girl says that to me, I know I'm doing good, and that sentence is, "You're making me laugh." And it's after I intentionally made a joke. It's not like I said something like heartfelt, and she said, "You make me laugh." No, I was like, I basically, she's currently sick, and I asked her like how she's feeling, and she's like, "Oh, it's fine. It's not as bad as the last time." And I said, "Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. But if you need anything, I'll be on standby." And I just sent her a picture of me, just like saluting. And then she just sent me back like, "Haha, you make me laugh, thank you." And I was just like, yes. I love how you guys did not even tell Howard about the other two SCPs. You just told him about the one we just read and Dr. One Entertainment's Magic Microwave set. You didn't tell him about Persistent Corpse or So Much to See, So Much Unseen. Like, he has an idea of 2 out of 4 SCPs that we read. Oh well, Howard, you have to... Give me a sec, man. You had more than a sec. You had a solid 3 minutes. Because if I look at the time stopwatch right here, yeah, you had solid time. I'm working on it. But yeah, when she wrote that to me, I was just like, "Afro, you did it again." You're doing it, Peter. Okay. SCP-1841 is a travel book with unrealistic destination that gives you a pathological obsession over the location described. Yep. Alright. While Vin1 is... And I appreciate that she's doing this. While she's writing you the rest of the SCPs, we shall start reading... Actually, no. Before I start reading this, let me see if I can fucking fix the beeping sound. Because it's so annoying it doesn't work. And I don't know why it does not work. So just give me some time here. It's not opening up for some reason. That worries me. Do I hear Nicolas Cage impression? I did not do a Nicolas Cage impression. What is going on? Why aren't you opening? Okay, hold on. What the fuck's happening here? Where's the administrator? Yes. Do you open now? I guess today is just a day where the censor button just does not want to work. For some really weird reason. And voicemail doesn't even want to open up anymore. So it's really weird. It's so odd. And I don't want to restart the stream. Because that would just fuck up my whole rhythm and my recording and all of that. So fuck it. Okay, let's just go on without the censor button, which pisses me off. But what can I do? Crater at 31.7 blank degrees north and 35.1 blank degrees east is the next SCP. Okay, is it on a short one? No, this one is actually a bit of a medium one. Medium length one. Here we go. Our first Euclid. Number 5 is our first Euclid. Henry. Henry. We're back in business. At least 12 members of Task Force Omega 144 are to be stationed at Site 308 at all times, with no fewer than 3 members of the Task Force concurrently conducting their respective containment protocols within a deposited capsule at any given time. The containment protocols is to be conducted as follows. Capsule Alpha prior to entering services. Okay. Oh, it's just a fang. It's just one fang that pokes out. It's that one single fang that's just longer than the rest of his teeth. He's a bitey one if he wants to be. He's a little... Okay. Number 1. The capsule's ablative heat shield integrity is to be thoroughly inspected and repaired if necessary. The capsule is to be provisioned with food, drinking water, breathing air, and requisite equipment for the conduct of the containment protocols by the relevant task force members, including a set of noise-cancelling headphones developed by Mobile Task Force ETA 11 and an audio amplification device engineered via study of SCP-2167. 5 task force members are to enter and be sealed in the capsule. The capsule is to be deposited within SCP-1844 by means of heavy helicopter lift. Whenever possible, the existing capsule within SCP-1844 is to be retrieved. Capsule placement, including the position of the capsule within SCP-1844 and the orientation of the vertex focus axis of its parabolic dome, is to conform to instructions provided by the Foundation Computer's desk. I'll scroll down. The Foundation Computer's Office determines these instructions for each rotation based on data provided by a consortium of cooperating outside sources, which include the al-Qaeda University Observation, the Vatican Observatory, the Department of Physics at Brigham Young University, and the Scientific Office of the Baha'i Universal House of Justice. While the manned capsule is on site, at least 3 of the 5 task force members in the capsule are to concurrently conduct their respective containment protocols continually and with conviction in a loud, clear voice for the duration of their respective duty shifts. These task force members are to operate in rotation in order to allow for rest in shifts. The capsule is to remain in place until the next capsule is ready to relieve it in rotation. Every effort is to be made to provide that no capsule remains in place for more than 960 hours. That's a long time. 2 SCPs were frozen in a row. That's true. Yeah, you're right. That's absolutely true. When the capsule is relieved, it is to be recovered from SCP-1844 by means of heavy helicopter lift, provided that capsule recovery is not to be attempted until the replacement of the successor capsule is confirmed. And task force members are to be extracted. Task force members are to be a full recovery time before return to service, if practicable. Each capsule is to be constructed according to the specification in document 28.3.GEH, including heat and soundproofing tolerances. The dome of the capsule is to be composed of silver of millesimal finesses, not less than 995 recycled sacramental equipment preferred, and is to be parabolic in shape. Internal metallic surfaces of the capsule to be micro-inscribed with appropriate text. Capsules are to be retired from service when they are no longer capable of being maintained within required tolerances. The current roster of Task Force Omega 144 consists of the individuals identified in the table below. The table below also identifies the containment protocols to be performed on station within the capsule by the task force member in the question. Designation XS9923-231, His Holiness blank blank. Name and affiliation, Coptic Orthodox Church of Alexandria. Containment protocol, recitation of Book of Zechariah, Coptic chants. These are quite a yeah, but this is all containment procedures. It's not even the description yet. YS0121-821 blank blank blank. Islam Sufi movement approved Dirk ceremonial recitation in Qawwali style. PR 21338 002 Catholicus dash blank blank Armenian Apostolic Church recitation of Nicene Creed Armenian liturgical version. God, these fucking words today. ASD 01-0886 Rabbi. Blank Orthodox Judaism. Shabbat movement. Recitation of Shema. Israel. JA 1136-039 Queen. Blank. Mansion of Bobo Ashanti Rastafari movement. Niambinji chant. Jah in Sean. MV 1206-089 Mevlana Jalaluddin Islam Sui Dervish of the Mevlevi order Sama ruling CV 1666-616 blank Cardinal blank Roman Catholic Church recitation of Nicene Creed Latin liturgical version AE 213-718 His Holiness Abuna blank blank Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church recitation of Mashafa Kidan G's translation. You think I would ever know what all these means? CV 1666-167 blank Cardinal blank Roman Catholic Church exorcism rite per ritual Romanum HH006-082 Rev Revenant blank blank Lord House Holiness Church Glossolalia accompanied by snake handling PQ 2742-353 Rizama blank blank Mandean Community of Chaldea recitation of Genza Raba HB 3383-264 blank blank of the lineage of Kohen Hamasia Orthodox. I should see something. No, Orthodox Judaism. Birkat Kohanim BE 2322-848 Brother blank blank OSB Roman Catholic Church Ordo Sancti Benedicti Vade Restro Santana JS 124-143 Lady Mujdahide blank blank Usuli 12 Shia Islam recitation of Quranic Surah Al-Qaria EF 1266-212 Sheikh blank blank Druz Al-Ubkal recitation of Rasail Al-Ikma. The description better be simple because you have me absolutely lost. LD 5344-866 Prophet President blank blank Reorganized Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints recitation of Book of Revelation Joseph Smith Trans translation CF 1666-621 Archbishop blank blank Albanian Byzantine Catholic Church Liturgy of St. Basil Greek version BY 0206-844 High Priest blank blank Samaritan Community Animal Sacrifice in accordance with Samaritan Scripture CV 1666-627 Mother Superior. You got I got it right the first time and guess what? I would have forgot how I said it the first time. Blank blank Roman Catholic Church Ordo Fratem Beatissime Virginis Mariae de Monte Carmelo second order Byzantine. Oh wait, no, Byzantine? Yeah. Oh sorry, Latin liturgical version CC 9699-012 Ayatollah Usma blank blank Usuli 12 Shia fucking hell. Recitation of various Quranic Surah DG 12310-183 no -813 Reverend Dr. blank blank Evangelical Protestant Christianity Extemporaneous Sermon on Revelation Chapter 8. Oh my god. Each Omega 144 member professors an Abrahamic faith has qualified by means of apostolic succession or equivalent extra foundation protocol and has been screened by the foundation's special duty office as consistently rating at least 135 Sentia Kiva in piety. The special duty office actively recruits additional suitable members to replace retiring team members. Retiring members of Omega 144 are to be administered a Class B amnestic. The containment protocols for individual Omega 144 members have been developed based on the proven efficacy in controlling the growth and temperature of SCP-1844. As additional refinements to the containment regimen are developed, this document will be accordingly revised. And that was all containment. That's all what it has to do to contain this bad boy. So let's see what it actually is. We can see the picture. It's a massive crater, but yeah. SCP-1844 is an elliptical open pit or crater located at 31.7 blank degree north, 35.1 blank degree east. The pit has a present mean diameter of approximately 70 meters and a typical floor depth of approximately 260 meters. Although there are several narrow fissures in the floor with indeterminate depths. The vicinity of the pit is maintained as a secure location under the cover story that it was military ordnance dumping ground and that unexploded ammunition presents a public danger. Yeah, sure. I mean, that does not look like it's like the gates of hell opening or anything like that. The temperature at the bottom of the pit normally ranges from approximately 3,000 Kelvin to 5,000 Kelvin. Damn. Occasionally spiking to as high as 9,600 Kelvin. The source of this heat isn't completely understood. The atmosphere within the pit contains a high concentration of carbon monoxide, sulfur, and other mephitic compounds. The pit, or an extra-dimensional space accessible through the pit, contains an indeterminate number of hostile entities, the escape of which is arrested by means of the containment regimen. Do we have magma monsters? Under ordinary conditions, these entities are believed to be incorporeal. Due to the efficacy of the containment protocol, SCP-1844 has been classified as a Type 2 theoeschatologic hazard. There is evidence that the existence of SCP-1844 has been known for an extensive period of time prior to the commencement of Foundation control over the site, and that some form of containment protocol, albeit more primitive and neither as rigorous nor as effective as that maintained by the Foundation, has been undertaken on a more or less continuous basis for at least 3,600 years. Partial documentation and containment log follows. What do we mean containment log? We have already a containment log right up here. Oh boy, okay. And there's even... How much long is this? Okay, not much longer. Good. Okay, date or reference. Circa 1600 BCE. Remarks approx date of earliest written records referencing SCP-1844 site. Records consist of papyrus scrolls dating from the reign of Senuseret II, Egyptian pharaoh dynasty. That should be 12. Chronicling an Egyptian military campaign into the Levant. Records indicate that the Egyptian army was directed to leave unmolested a temple cult headquartered at a site conforming to descriptions of SCP-1844. Circa 70 CE. Reference to SCP-1844 is in correspondence from General Vespasian, the commander of the Roman Legio X Fretensis during the First Jewish War. Vespasian commands the armies not to interfere with ritual activities at the site. Circa 636 CE, correspondence of Khalid ibn al-Walid to Umar the Rashidun, Caliph, describes SCP-1844 and requests that Islamic religious authorities inspect the site in order that the activities conducted there to be augmented. Letters refer to a circle of pious Christians and Jews who stand in a ring around the smoking hole and pray so that the whisperer of evil shall not come forth from it. Circa 1208 CE, journals of Geoffrey de Villehardouin, chronicler of the Fourth Crusade, describe what amounts to a containment breach at SCP-1844. The account refers to is a Benedictine monastery and a Muslim madrasa that had been constructed next to the pit, and that a wind of fire erupted from the pit, destroying both buildings and preventing the monks and Muslim clerics from carrying out their normal containment activities for a period of several days, during which entities described as demons or devils are described as roaming freely. It should be noted that Geoffrey is not believed to have visited the site, but compiled his account from a second-hand source. Then why should we trust him? 1529 CE, letters from Pope Leo X, well, 10th, to Sultan Suleiman. One first refers to SB 1844 and pledges that despite the ongoing war between the Ottoman Empire and various Catholic powers, the jointly conducted activities at the SB 1844 site would continue. One night stand, I need the magic when I touch your hand. Sorry, that song always gets me. One of my favorite Gundam soundtrack. 1799 CE. Napoleon Bonaparte visits the site during French invasion of the Levant. Napoleon dispatches his chief engineer, Cole Picard de Philippon, to study the site and to apply the principles of natural philosophy to augment traditional containment procedures. 1873 CE. Commencement of site control by Foundation predecessor entity. Rigorous record keeping of site activities again at this date. 1906 CE. Site director Casimir commences program of controlled study of revision to containment protocol measuring efficacy of various procedures. 1921 CE. Formal organization of TF Omega 144's predecessor entity. Efficacy of task force member containment protocol is shown to vary as a function of the member's distance from the bottom of the pit. Is everybody still here? 1923 CE. Containment breach of SB 1844 for 28 minutes. Entity resembling a malformed juvenile specimen of Ovis Arias. Fucking sheep again. With supernumerary horns and eyes, emerges from pit and attacks containment personnel before being destroyed. Oh, Vinwon, you're here. Howard? Luke? 1932 CE. Cumulative improvements to containment protocol led to 20% decrease in seismic activity and 50% reduction in incidents of psychological damage attributable to SCP 1844. So how is it? Okay, so then the viewer count is definitely wrong then, because it's telling me that only 2 people are here, and I was like, what? 1935 CE. Introduction of heat shield containment apparatus permitting containment protocols to be performed within SB 1844 rather than merely around its rim. Containment efficacy improves by 30%. 1938 CE. Introduction of regular rotation system among containment personnel reduces suicide rate among task force members by 6%. 1939 CE. Containment breach of SB 1844 for 72 minutes. Entity resembling an emaciated humanoid mounted on an albino specimen of Icus ferus caballus emerges from a pit and escapes. Well, since you don't give me what the fuck this animal is, I assume a horse, but I might be following wrong. It might be like a fucking hippo from all I know. It's a horse, yeah. Although hippopotamus is probably already the Latin word of it anyway, so it would not be hippo. 1952 CE. Introduction of closed capsule containment module improves containment efficacy by 20%. Containment personnel report that the closed module system, which permits containment personnel to maintain proximity to SCP-1844 without establishing a line of sight. Reduces distraction. I'm here for a second. I was babysitting and the kids' parents came home, so I got back home. No worries. Get home safe. Although containment personnel continue to complain of nausea, vertigo, and vivid, persistent hallucination during and after duty shifts. 1955 CE containment breach leads to loss of capsule and its loss of capsule and its personnel. Footnote says 3 members were eventually returned to the Foundation via SCP-2336. Treatment for extreme traumatic stress is still ongoing. Secondary containment measures prevent several entities from escaping from SCP-1844's interior. 1964 CE introduction of electronic noise reduction system within capsules is reported to further reduce distraction of containment personnel and results in 15% reduction in suicide rate among containment personnel. 1978 CE irregularity in containment protocol performance results in damage to occupied capsule. Omega 144 Task Force member JPI-265 H.A. Luciani is injured, retires from service and returns to Rome. 1986 CE, a further 30% cumulative improvement in containment efficacy is attributed to advances in heat shielding, improved screening of suitability of task force members, and ergonomic improvements to the containment protocols practiced by particular task force members. 1994 O5 approves redesignation of SCP-1844's object class Euclid. 2011 Site Director Safarul congratulates containment team on 200 consecutive days without a Class C incident or a fatality among an on-station task force member. Jesus. And now containment memoranda. To Hector Gomez, Assistant Site Director, from Yusuf Safarul SD, SCP-1844 containment. Hector, I got your memo, and I don't understand why you would advocate scaling back the containment protocol. We got them balled up and people aren't getting burned or taken anymore. I would have thought that you, a Jesuit priest of all people, would be happy about how successful the improved protocol has been. You seem to have forgotten what the C in SCP stands for, Yusuf. And an answer from Hector. Yeah. Yusuf, let me try this again. I've been keeping an eye on the instrument radars for SCP-1844 for the last couple of weeks, and I'm really worried that the thaumaturgic pressure that's building up under the bottom of the pit is getting dangerously high. All I'm saying is that before we keep patting ourselves on the back for attaining 99.6% containment efficacy over the last 2 months, we ought to think about the possible unintended consequences of screwing the lid on too tightly. By analogy, a boiler explosion is a hell of a bigger problem than a stream leak. Using Christ. Hector. I mean, fair enough, right? You don't want, like, if there's some sort of effect that like causes like a mass load of things happening or coming, or creatures coming out of that pit, that just backfires on the whole containment plan, doesn't it? The concept of the Foundation just plugging up a massive pit to hell is kind of funny. Yeah, right? It's like they're like, we don't need to do any experiments. We don't need to like find out what it does. Just just plug it up. Have you ever considered to just, close it?